So we're gonna do some more Disco Elysium tonight. The stream may be 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm not sure, but that's sort of what we're working with today. It is Mother's Day after all, so not gonna be as long tonight. But we will be playing some video game, some disco. So let's go for it. I mean, getting into this game, it is very nice. Okay. Oh wow, we're all mixed together here. So I'm gonna strategize a little more before people start coming in about what I wanna do next in this game. I think I might do a little more empathy, so Kuno and I can be buddies. But let's see, what else could I work on? Interfacing seems useful too. Ooh, reaction speed. Everything is so useful. Understand cop culture. Oh, endurance seems good too. God, everything is so good. All right. Let's look at my equipment too. I need some motherfucking glasses is what I need. I look so dope. Yeah, this is just a better outfit. Oh, it's getting late. Okay. Let's just go for it. Radio is emitting strange buzzing noises. Oh, what are you?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Hell no. Ooh. Got a book. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Standard office file cabinet. The drawer seems to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Hell yeah.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside. The drawer
Okey-doke.
opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Bro,
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything
It's hard to
interesting?
make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Okay.
Whatever's hidden here
Yo.
is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
The good
It
note?
appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, More banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do list with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs, booze, blood.
Take another note. Look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everard, all items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The
Hello.
drawer slides shut.
Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker, member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. The bottom, the union logo, and demand democracy. Ooh, what are you? Hey. Take it. I'll take it. Yo! Absolutely. Oh yeah, boy. Hold on. Let's see what those look like. Yeah, boy. Looking fucking slick. Okay. Let's see what's out here. Locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Well.
The already familiar. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's
God
unclear
damn it.
whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns. Undoubtedly.
patterns.
No, sure.
try again
Why?
later.
Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat.
Fine. Fuck that up. I should have tried that again.
The
Save it
already
beforehand.
familiar cold touch of plastic
So I
welcomes you
need-
as you pick up the handset.
Interfacing. Okay. Oh yeah, I own Darkwood but have not played it. I think I bought it on your recommendation. I just haven't played it yet. Let's see here. Collecting rainwater. Can't get there now. Fuck. Maybe this was a bad idea, jumping this way. Numerous empty bottles, Commodore Red. At least 3 packs of cigarette butts. I've heard it's really
All
hard.
those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's...
Oh, one thing I should also do. Let's check this item. Can I interact with you? Oh, there's so many things I can interact with.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic
The
feel
narrator
to
is
it,
so good at
but
this
nothing
game.
familiar.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Put the photo away. What about you?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it.
Flip through the pages, see what catches
To
your
your
eye.
disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention.
No colored pictures.
Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal a la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going a la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today.
Kim,
Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The
Let's
table of
catch up
contents
on
unfolds before you.
international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a
Hey,
brief
wife.
Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Just a moment. What is this tip-top tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
What's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Hang on, who wrote all this
Oddly
stuff?
enough, this article has two bylines. Nastep Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
So what's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Fritta.
Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white.
Raid Shadow
Martinez
Legends.
tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults? And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Put the magazine away. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can go in here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Kim, I'm gonna take a quick look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera. The young man looks happy as well. He's about to smile. Right after this moment, frozen in time. You're sure of that.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest. I think this can be a side thing. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want...
Yeah, you're right, Kim. You're right. I agree. Totally agree. Let's see. White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, étendre off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh my god. Maybe that was too loud.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Leave. Crazy. Take. Oh, hell yeah, take them on me. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this
do?
container.
Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Inspect the container. Maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Open the
You
door.
attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply.
Nothing to do here for now. Composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. This is wild. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Money? Oh yeah. Take the money. Peak tower. Speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm below in front of you. Smells like blood. Right? I'm gonna save just in case something happens. Okay. I wonder why it won't let me do anything here. Should I use my pry bar? Items. Ooh. So much. Where's my guy? Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. New gloves, baby. Half-light. Cool. Okay. Take the money. Industrial sized thermos. Money. Take all the money. Whoa.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Don't interrupt him. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can interact with him. Fuck it.
Container,
The lyrics, the accent,
container, Everard, Everard, Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He's so cute.
the look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs? Actually, I am, yes.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to
Just
answer.
some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's
Please.
easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Okay.
Sure, mister. About what? Bye-bye now.
I am going to save and try. Because I want to talk to him
Oh,
about it.
hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I had some questions.
No trouble at all, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them.
Everything
God
is
damn
so
it.
pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around.
Try it again. Come on. I'm scumming. You guys have a problem with save scumming? Sorry about that. I'm still gonna do it. Still gonna scum.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said
I
when
didn't
she
listen to
opened a
before.
bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I had some more
No
questions
trouble
for
at
you.
all, mister. No trouble. Oh, I'm just making some covers for...
Everything
God damn
is
it,
so
Leo. Let me get to know you.
Oh, hey, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, I'm just making some covers for...
everything.
Man. This is tough. Alright, we can try it
hey,
one more
mister.
time.
No trouble at all, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for...
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
This is like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Thanks, Leo. You've been very
Oh,
helpful.
no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
He's so cute. Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
I love you, Leo.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more.
I love
I almost
Easy
forgot
Leo.
about the borscht.
He's so cute. What about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Looks like the borscht is spiked. I want to look into this.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he's just nodding along.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming
I'm like
gesture.
Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everard is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
So Everard trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
I love you too,
Well,
Kim.
thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I want to put him in my pocket. He's just adorable. I love this man. I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinaise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this
Oh,
man.
Mr. Everett is usually in his office, of course. But he already left for the day. He always leaves around 10 p.m.
Okay, I'm off. I love Easy Leo. Holy shit. What a sweet little man. Holy shit.
A large table with 2 huge vacuum-insulated thermal coffee dispensers. Someone has forgotten a small plastic card next to the stacks of cups. You snatch up the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a
Hell
container.
yeah.
The name Etienne Hogarth is written in the middle. Below it, in smaller text, member of the board. It comes with a magnetic strip meant to open electronic doors.
I love it. Oh, holy shit. It's like we're in the guy's office. Desk has been cleared out for the night. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Holy fuck. Alright. Let's see if we can get out of here with that card. He is splendid. Okay. Whale Fjord. Can I get down there? No, I need the... we use the card, I think. So I guess we can get in here anytime now. Oh, fuck yeah. Did I take off my coat? Why would I do that? Why would I do something so silly? Okay. Hey, looks like there's nobody here. Come on. Let me get up here.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grunt.
Look at
The
the window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of
The
stickers?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Oh, this must be the racist guy's
Proclamations
lorry.
about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtain.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Their lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough
Likely,
guy?
yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse me. Money. Oh, I already did that. I've done that. No, thank you. Come on.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez. With its motorboats and gently swaying reeds, the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Run your finger. There's an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What's beyond the Curon?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
What's in the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. Midnight news and reruns.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
With a hood, with a hood, with a hood
I
out.
have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Shudder, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Hell yeah. This game. Damn it. I think I fucked up.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash
The
container?
trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. 2 men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a
I
fugue
think
state.
fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Let's talk about something
Yes.
else. It's about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Does
for
that
the night.
arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this
I
establishment.
still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere.
Not
is it?
until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. I wanted to talk to the dock workers people today. But that's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. This game is so fun. I wonder if Kuno's still there.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the...
transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport
The
enclosure.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Take the spinners.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Close the door. Kim is such a good dude. I have no idea where the pawn shop is, but maybe over here. Ooh, ooh. Hey, cool. Fingerless gloves. Hell yeah, pawn shop time. Some kind of machine. Antique cash register. Bust of a woman. Film projector. Mostly military wear.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Let your gaze run over the
The
street
light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
How much for the street light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street
Hey,
lamp.
I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary. Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Okay, anything else I can look at here?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Could this device come handy in police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that.
The
Or
Stereo
any other
8
time you'd
approved
need to play a
machine
tape.
here.
Is the Harman Welshie W2.
Not bad.
Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there.
I want to buy
It'll
that.
set you
boombox.
back 12 real.
That's all. I'm gonna buy it after I sell. What's over here?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Come on.
Why?
Yes.
What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. About a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll
Hell
throw
yeah.
in the tiny cap too. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Win her back.
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Step away. Wait, hold on.
You see rows of
Figures
this
of
set of soldiers.
rags.
You're probably I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Even we can do it.
Maybe.
They're not all blue.
Which one?
Royalists, Knights on
Big men on-
horseback.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
I love Kim so much. He is just so fun.
The boomboxes wait.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna talk to you, sell the thing.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Something I'd like to sell.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and
Yes, these are very, very good.
Oh my god.
Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 60 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
the rest is for him. To compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners, the windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Access your
Anything
pawn
else
menu.
you're thinking of selling?
I'm good for now. I don't have anything to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
I have other business to take care of. Do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story.
I
It
feel like
seems
there's
he's trying to
something
spare you.
you're not telling me.
You weren't quite yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
How much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
God damn.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow, there's pity there too, in case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. but I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm.
Of course.
I wanted to ask about my missing gun
Sure
again.
thing.
Thanks for the review.
Sure, man.
You might be able to aid in our
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Think you can help me get a corpse out of
The
a tree?
corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad.
The
all I've
pawnbroker's
got.
gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay. We're scumming. Hopefully we can do it.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
How come you're
The
still
pawn
open?
shop is always open.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement
Baby.
of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what is
A
that?
drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Power disaster, I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator
No
failed?
one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
The People's Pile, what's that?
Bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were a part
We
of.
were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
How'd you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it, so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share your Pyrrolidon?
Have
with
you
me?
tried it before?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
I think I've tried it once and like
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
I have other business to take care of now.
The
I'm buying that
boomboxes
shit.
wait on the shelves, and your boombox.
Give me that
And
boombox.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Hell yeah, man. Okay, tools. Can I play tapes in it right now? I love that. Ooh, +1 to my psyche, huh? 4 uses, holy shit. Okay, maybe I can take it before I go to sleep. Okay. Is it a permanent boost to my psyche, I bet? Or I wonder? Oh. Just take a little drug every day. Okay. What are you?
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. 2 ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle. These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags. Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it. The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently,
How
within
recently?
the past 72 hours.
Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are 2 good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Caprice?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Why the Linnaea G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Cool.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. Oh, talk to my boy.
Any theories about what happened here?
Looks like someone was in a real hurry.
What kind of car do you think it was?
I believe it was a Linné G22. Or maybe a Caprice.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas about who it might have been.
Oh,
Someone dangerous. Perhaps this is actually connected to the murder.
the traffic hooliganism? I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Somewhere in the depths of your alcohol-addled soul, you find a few threads that you can weave into a story.
This could have only been Jacob Earl.
The tip-top tourney champion?
After the untimely death of dear friend and fellow racer Alfie de la Trez at Fjord Hammer, Jacob Earl was desperately chasing death on the racetrack, but death eluded
The
him.
lieutenant patiently listens to the words coming from your mouth.
After quitting in frustration, he became a recluse, a ghost driver, searching for death on the streets of Revachol, speeding.
Jumping canals at night? If I was Jacob Irv, I wouldn't drive in Martinez. The roads are awful. In conclusion, it's a colorful theory, but I don't believe Jacob Irv did this. Should we go?
No, we need to find this Jacob Irv before tragedy strikes.
If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this. The
Oh my god. I love the character. Okay. Let's get going. Oh wait, let's see. Before we go, let's see what our boy Kuno's up to, if he's still here. He's still here! Jesus Christ! Oh my god, this boy.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Damn.
Kuno doesn't.
Let's see if I can make my empathy higher with anything I have. Empathy, yeah. Okay. Empathy, empathy. Anything make me lower empathy? No. Okay.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay.
He's on your...
Nope. God, this kid is so hard to talk to. I might just do empathy on my next level up, so I can have better chances of convincing him to be my buddy. Yeah, chances are very
Fuck
low.
does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Act on it. Try to separate them. Kuno. Psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay?
You're hungry?
Let's whisper, pig.
I love you.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Kuno, listen
Don't
to me.
make Kuno look bad in this.
She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. Hold on. I'm glad she's out of her hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you
Kuno,
will.
listen
There are no
to me.
guarantees here.
She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot. You bungled it up. That's it. You let him off the line.
Damn it.
That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them. For trying. You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
Okay, so what's the deal with Kuno S?
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. Like she's done something. Something
This is
very
on
bad.
Switch, Casey.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Also, Kuno, all in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Kuno. Psst.
Fuck you whispering about.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
She's doing it
she
again.
puts extra.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
What's up with her? She's
Don't
terrifying.
make Kuno look bad
Crazy.
in this.
Scary.
Crazy. You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
What's that language she uses? Napakimpi Figari.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible,
Could
really.
she be Suriyas?
Surois. Like that man from Helmdall shit. She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revachol does have a small Surirese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
What do you mean she smokes?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He stares at you intently. You serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police
I
officers.
knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Do you think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray.
Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
Hold on. Continue.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye. Black people's trying to focus. I can respect that.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Kuno, I found your shack.
Yeah. Did you fuck in there?
It was with the pig head.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape. It's like some kind of musician.
Yeah, Kuno plays on Snuff Radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
What's with the tube of Magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks like he just pointed out at the sun and asked you what
You
it
could
was.
use some.
Ooh, it's magnesium, right? Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it. I know all about magnesium. I rock it
You're
all the
not
time.
getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about
That's
it?
where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister.
Do mag.
Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Yeah. All right. What was about that running you an errand in illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
Stayed home playing with the choo-choo.
Problem is, Kuno and
Hell
his dad
yeah.
had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Oh my god. This is very interesting. I'll have to get back to you. Okay, okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of
A
what?
baggie. But like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Half a gram.
Yeah. Half a G. Want it or not?
That's not very much material at
Fuck
all.
you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I'm gonna go in there, guns blazing, to get that speed, because I need it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm gonna confiscate that crap. You need speed. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key. So you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay then.
Kuno, let's talk about your
What
shack
do you
again.
want with it?
I've heard
Good
enough
call,
of this.
Pigmeister.
Okay, I'm
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking care.
Cleaning gimp. It's very cool. Like, just a very cool game. Can I get over here? Let's talk to Kuno S.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Oh, this kid's so annoying.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me.
Don't be traumatizing her.
Oh my god, dude. These fucking children. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Let's take care of this. She might have. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't talk to the Dock Workers Union, but I'm gonna pay for my goddamn room now.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
I got your
Well.
money. Here's 60 right
Great.
now.
Thank you, officer. That's all I
Fuck
wanted.
yes.
Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Goodbye. Okay, what should I... Maybe endurance? Physique. Enjoy healthy organs. Let the body take control. Threaten people. I'm considering... Logic, encyclopedia. Let's see. Bonus from items for Inland Empire? That's fantastic. Okay. Damn, that's so fucked up that Safar Fair does that. Yeah, I might as well. They'll have to hurt you more. Yeah. I'm gonna be beefy. Okay. Ah, this game's so good. Okay. Ooh, let's see if the lady's up.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going.
Leave. Okay.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Fine. Only because I love you, Kim.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Let's see what he's got to say.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. And there's still much to do at the crime scene.
He is not particularly satisfied with your progress, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Don't worry, Kim. I'll be in much better shape tomorrow.
I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we didn't get to meet Evrard Claire, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep
It's
up.
impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. So what are our powers exactly?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can we be so sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone resists...
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
So if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way.
Who makes all the rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the coalition government.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
The Moral Intern. What's that?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
And if I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do you think of them?
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the Moral Intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
It's another lame motif associated with morals.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now.
What do you believe
What do they believe
in?
in?
What do they believe in?
They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual, something ominous, something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Who was Dolores
A
Day?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
I have an opinion on the Moral Intern.
Do you?
Immigrants, liberal kits, fucking men are turning into women. Oh my god. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. Yeah, I don't know. We're stooges.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Maybe we should make our own law. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west
Look into
as
the
the
night.
dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub on a cigarette. Goes to the door. You gotta love Kim. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. See you in the morning.
Yes?
Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist. No, I'm not gonna do that. Bye-bye! Let's see if there's anything I can do here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned
Yeah,
with the expression.
no, it's not gonna happen. Tool not in hand. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's see. Let the mirror be. Okay, let's try it. Tools, chain cutters. Let's see what happens.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Hold on, I'm gonna try it. We're probably just gonna save scum this, honestly, because I want to fix this shit.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
No more steam. Okay. Very low chance. Okay. Let me try to take some drugs before I go to bed. Okay. Oh, we're very close to leveling up, too. Psyche. -1 health. Half-light. I'm taking it. Can I use it?
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power.
Look at the little pluck of liquid.
What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up. Like an oyster. Come on, slurp it.
Slurp it aggressively.
You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
Tastes like fire.
It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists, as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning.
Really?
No, of course not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm.
Will I be able to stand straight and walk?
Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery. Fire machinery. Please don't actually operate any fire machine.
It's going to be so useful in my line of work.
Already, you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings.
Hell yeah.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror,
Electrochemistry.
adorned.
That's what I need. Okay, let's see. Can I? Shivers. Is there something else that improves electrochemistry? Clothes. Oh, okay. Sweet. Improve my electrochemistry. Okay. Save as a game. What's up, Erica? I'm gonna try to stop the expression. Okay. Let's try it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Damn it, why is it so
It's
hard?
barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
This is so hard to do. No more steam. Oh, I gotta do encyclopedia.
Still not
Yeah.
happening.
It's okay.
It won't come off that easy.
It's alright, let the mirror be. Okay. I'm gonna try to get that electrochemistry. I'm telling you. I need it. I need to stop my expression.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Hell yeah.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Is it because I took drugs?
And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the
It
blanket.
barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over the other
It's
side.
a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep.
Your
now.
breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you
Disco is so
until
good,
your
by the way,
eyelids
Erica.
twitch in your sleep, and images start forming.
Yes, successful sleep. We did it. Fucking did it. Ooh. Am I in the dream? Hey!
You remember the scent of your childhood.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left. I left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown? Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
There's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Hell yeah. I sure do like this game. Oh, fuck.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with
You
me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really. I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for
Are
speed.
you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed.
Fast recovery, man. Quick turnaround. Super detective back in action.
Okay. I'm going to quit my drugs, just so I don't look so crazy. Hold on. Yeah, let's see the flashlight. Okay. Save as a game. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to the lady.
The door is closed.
Leave. I love the music. Yes! Fuck yes! Finally. I can talk to all the people. Let's talk to Kim. Good morning, Kim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should
Are these
talk
the
to them.
men Gart told
I
us
completely
about?
forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
What do we need to talk to
Everything
them?
points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances in Martinez. My preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean,
I
rowdy?
mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in
That would just
reinforcements.
escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But Aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay, let's talk to this lady.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
glad to see you
didn't
again,
mean
dear.
Didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Why'd you need to use the phone
To
anyway?
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband
That's
gone missing
just
before?
it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
You have more important things to worry about.
Tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your
Oh
relationship.
dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What's your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been
We'll
married?
be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How'd the two of you meet?
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think that's all the information I need. Let's
I
move
hope
on.
I've been useful.
What's the expedition your husband was
Just
on?
some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you
Oh,
trust him?
sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life.
The water
any
lock
day.
to the other side of the coast is broken. They probably just
Oh,
stuck over
my.
there.
What happened to the water lock?
Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter kill billboard. It fell right into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get
Oh,
there.
you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Is he some kind of
yes.
scientist?
A zoologist.
What's a
A
cryptozoologist?
cryptozoologist.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinion.
She's used to playing off such but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One.
Okay,
This won't
Kim.
turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Just one little cryptid.
He
Promise.
nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh, tough choice there.
What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a Fata Morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Does it look like monkey?
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
Hui.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the
Kokonur.
planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more. Gravity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Right, okay. We can move on for now. It'd be dishonorable to renege on the
He
promise.
nods approvingly.
It's all for now, ma'am. Hell yeah. We love talking about fake animals. Maybe we can talk to Gart real quick.
Can I help you?
What my bill
Got
for
the
tonight?
20 real?
Yeah, not yet.
Then why are you wasting...
Goodbye, Gart. Jeez, man. Gee whiz. Can I talk to this guy without him talking about money? Nope. All about the money. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. I do believe.
Let me handle this. Detective Disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe that's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
I should talk to Titus then. I'll talk to her next stream. Alright, guys. It is time to go. We'll probably be streaming Tuesday, though. This was very fun, as usual. I like this game a lot. And I'm gonna play some more